All right, we are here. Gun is clear. Hopefully my neighbors don't report me. Well, hello everybody that's new here. I apologize to the people that are subscribed before on my last 2A talk. I did my last 2A talk was at like 100 or over 200, I think, close subscriber count. Now I'm at 20,000 because I had one of my videos pop off. So anybody else that's here that subscribed after that, I appreciate you subscribing, and I'm glad you're here. Today, the 2A talks are just about just random stuff in the gun community that I like to talk about. So today, we have a couple of things like gatekeeping, the ammo scare, Mike Glover, basically controversial stuff that I like to give my opinion on because people love hearing my opinion apparently. But that was a joke. I'm just going to post the video anyways. Uh, Follow up on stuff that changed about my rifle, where it's at now, and where it will be in the future. So I appreciate y'all watching. Let's see. Let's just start off with gatekeeping. Uh, I've been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube and stuff about people's uh, like cheap guns, and people are just absolutely shitting on them for having cheap guns, which I am not the person to talk about this, I guess, because I have a lot of money into kit and firearms. Like I have a Glock 45 or 19X on a 45 frame with an SRO. This is like approaching $2,000 because I'm probably going to get something else on it. So that's $2,000 for one firearm. That's a concealed carry, just handgun, and that's a lot of money for a lot of people. Which nobody really wants to spend that much, but everybody wants what that is basically. But if you have a Taurus G3C or something like that, that's a good gun. It should be a reliable gun. I've never owned one, but a couple of buddies had it. I just don't like the trigger on it. That's why I don't own one. I feel like it'd be a pretty good uh, option for concealed carry or home defense if you need something for that, because it's like fucking under $400, I think. But just get like ARs, like people gatekeeping ARs. Like nowadays, the like the bare minimum nowadays is like BCM, and there's like for a full rifle is like $2,000 without optics or anything attached to it. So that's crazy to me. I like those. Like if I was gonna use one as like a fighting rifle for you know the coming days, which I mean that's a different topic. But I would want one of the higher tier brands. But BCM is not like an entry level brand. That's a high tier brand. And if you some people put it in mid tier, but BCM is pretty high tier. I said what I said, but uh, people buying like cheaper ARs and stuff and trying to not pony up so much so they can actually spend money on an optic or whatever, or actually train with it. Imagine training with your kit and actually buying something you can afford to train with instead of just dropping all of your available money on a fucking Geisley and then never fucking shooting it. But that's neither here nor there. Uh, Fucking techniques. I hope that sounds right. Uh, when it comes to shooting techniques or techniques doing like manual of arms or stuff like that, let's try not to gatekeep how other people are doing it. If you do it one way, that's fine. If you do it the wrong way, that's also fine. Like if it works, it works. There's some that if it's unsafe, don't do that. But if it works, then go ahead. There could be better options, like more efficient ways of doing something. And if you want to let somebody know in a kind way of how to do something better, then do that. Excuse me. But don't be a dickhead about it, because Jesus Christ, people on the internet are have like the backbone of Zeus. Like they just will dish out anything that they can give, and it's honestly it's hard to see, like, or it's hard. It's when I see that, it's hard to believe that we're such a tight knit community, but we're really not. We fucking shit on each other all the time. So that's my little rant about gatekeeping. Let's just like we it's a community, and let's be a community. Let's not be like a fucking hostile environment and shit on each other just because you don't do the things that I like and I don't do the things that you like. We're all we're all in a group. We have separate groups of things that are more specific about like long range and short range and CQB and types of like armor versus plate carriers and you know Glock versus Sig. Fuck Sig, by the way. I hate Sig. I'm just kidding. Well, yeah, but stuff like that. Like every time I see a Sig video, I'm like, what if it's going to go off in your holster? But then I'm like, oh, I'm not going to comment that because that dude might really enjoy having that gun, and I'm sure he's tired of seeing, oh, good thing it's drop safe, I guess. Law, take my Glock any day. I would take a Glock any day. That's because I shoot Glocks better, and I just don't agree with having a bad rap for being uh like unsafe, I guess. I just don't trust them, but that's me personally. If you like SIGs and yours is like never gone off, what's stopping you from carrying it? Like I'm not stopping you from carrying it. If that's up to you. Let's see, ammo scare. Uh, Obviously the Israel things popping off, and all of our ammo's going over there, and the prices are going up. So now everybody's freaking out, like, oh my god, the ammo, it's never gonna come back. It's gonna come back. Just fucking quit buying it until the price drops. Like it's not that bad. Like if you have to train, then yeah, obviously you're gonna have to. You just buy less, but like don't panic buy. Like quit panic buying ammo. That's so fucking stupid. Unless I mean, if you don't have ammo in in a situation where something comes up and you like need ammo to like fight off something, you're kind of like just shit out of luck there, dude. Because if there's nothing in the store for you to buy, then you should you should have been a little bit more on top of that. You should have bought it beforehand. So what I do, since I've just presented an argument, I will back it up with a solution. What I do is when I go buy ammo for a range day, a training session, I buy X amount of ammo and I keep a portion of it in a box. Like I'll take like buy 4 boxes, keep 1 box, and just leave that in the storage or whatever. And always keep your mags loaded. By the way, that's a great uh, another thing that I do. Which this is not. I'm not saying you have to do this, but it's a good idea for if like shit hits the fan or whatever. Um, you want to keep your ammo in your mags. Like you want your mags loaded, and it's nice to have a lot of mags. Which, if you're getting like into like 30 mags, that's a lot of fucking ammo. That's yeah, that's I'm not doing the math right now. That's a lot of ammo for like 30 round mags. But if shit hits the fan, you don't want to be sitting there in a corner in your house, fucking shoving rounds into a mag and like fiddling around and like, oh my god, my green tip. Where's my green tip? Ah, freaking out because you're in a stressful situation. So what I do is I shoot the ammo that is in my mags on my like range set. I have range mags and I have like set aside like kit mags that have like really good ammo in them or whatever. So I take my range mags to the range, shoot that ammo, and I've bought the amount of ammo that I am. So I go to the. I have a terrible way of saying this. I go to the gun store, get X amount of ammo, shoot that same amount of ammo out of my range mags that are already loaded, and then just put that ammo back in my mags when I'm done with the range session. So that my mags are always loaded, and I'll just have boxes of ammo laying around that's not in a magazine. And by the way, it doesn't hurt your magazines to leave them loaded. So that's a myth. So that's a good habit to get into, and but keeping ammo, like just having ammo, like it doesn't have to be like fucking thousands of rounds, but having a good like hundreds, couple hundred, like 500, I'd say, is a good number, which is something to work towards. You don't just have to go out and buy 500 rounds and then keep that stored. Uh, this is more of a question for y'all. This next topic. Um, Mike Glover. I've been seeing it. Like I saw one of his posts. He kind of pisses me off with his posts. Some of the stuff that he like his some of the videos about him talking about stuff like active shootings and like stuff like that where he's in a podcast style. That's I kind of like those, but his other stuff just fucking pisses me off. I don't know why. And he posted the other day about a overlanding thing, and he was partnered with Black Rifle Coffee, and everybody was shitting on Black Rifle Coffee. So if somebody in the comments can tell me what the fuck's up with Black Rifle Coffee and why everybody hates Black Rifle Coffee as a company, not like the actual coffee itself, please make me privy to that because I was so confused because literally every comment I saw was just shitting on them. And like every like 15 comments, there's that one dude that's like sucking Mike Glover's dick. Like, oh my god, Mike, your videos are so amazing. I love it. Like, please post more. So don't be that guy either. All right, that's enough shit talking for today. All right, finishing up. I'm just gonna go over my rifle stuff. Uh, Things I have changed. Everybody was pissed off in the video I posted about setting up this rifle, about me chopping off that Magpul MOE grip. So fuck you guys. I don't care. It's a hand stop now. Suck my dick. But I have a BCM grip now, and it's obviously Picatinny version, but it's the hand stop. I really like this because it's like a ramp. But I have that, and I have the Surefire M600 dual fuel turbo long as fuck serial number thing, and just running a Surefire tape switch, constant on and momentary. And then I swapped from a Holosun 403B red dot to a EOTech XPS2, which is the absolute co-witness, and it was just too low for me. But when I put it on a riser, it felt weird, and it looks dumb in my opinion. It looks good on other people's rifles, but on mine, I just don't like it. So I went for the budget option, which is the Aimpoint Duty RDS 2 MOA dot. This is a fucking fantastic red dot, and I will be reviewing it soon. I have that on a 193 Skaterworks mount, and I always thought 193 was going to be like super high, but it's actually very comfortable because I was equating it to like the Hydra mounts because my brain was couldn't connect distance and Hydra bore and stuff. But the Hydra mounts look stupid, and you can't even get you can't even touch your stock even like putting it like high as fuck. You have to like be above your rifle. But BCM grip, I think I'm gonna get the mod 3. This is the mod 2, I think. But the mod 3 where you can get the swappable beaver tails so you can have a little bit more meat on the gun. But this will be changing soon. I think I'm gonna get the Riz 3 rail, and it is Riz, by the way. I was watching the barrel and hatchet video that they did on the new Mark 18. They kept calling it the Rise 3, and that sounded dumb as fuck in my opinion. So, Riz 3 rail, I will probably be purchasing soon, which will make this M-Lock and hopefully a tiny bit lighter, but it's still sturdy as fuck. So, that's what's new with that. I think I'm going to be getting another Radiant Afterburner just to fiddle with, I guess, because I think it's sexy. So I'm going to get one. But appreciate everybody. Leave a comment, and thank you for 20,000 subscribers.
How does the red dot affect you sucking dick?
What do you mean sucking dick?
Gargling big fat nuts down your mouth?
Red dots don't make me gargle big fat nuts down my... What are you talking about?
That's why you need a hydro mount.
Wait a minute. No, hydro mounts are gay.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
It's so you don't have to put your head down on the rifle so you can